And the Brink Channel is back, and today we are talking about Lake Oroville as we're looking live out there. Kind of tell that the camera's a little off today. Very beautiful though. Partly cloudy skies. Storms have just came through. We'll be checking to see what the water levels are tonight. We'll also be looking at the forecast. We are going to start off at windy.com as we generally do, and that's where we're headed to right now. As we roll out to windy.com, a little bit of precipitation left for California, 0.23 inches. Nothing much up here by Oroville itself, 0.7. Up here by Lake Shasta and Trinity, 0.5, 0.4. Mammoth Lake's down here. You're talking about a quarter inch of rain possibly. We come down to Bakersfield, 0.1. Los Angeles, they're talking about 0.11. Las Vegas, nothing. Lake Havasu, hello to my friends over there in Havasu, Arizona, 0.09 inches possibly. Not a whole lot of precipitation after getting dumped on all weekend. We go to the next 5 days and it starts to light up a bit. We come up here by Lake Shasta and they're going to get 1.69. We go to the European model. The European model is calling for 0.4. We come over to Trinity, 0.6. The GFS, they're calling for 1.2. We come down here to Oroville, 0.81. We go to the European, they're calling for 0.62. A little bit more over here. They're calling for a little over an inch in the watershed there. Come down to Bear Valley, 1.18. We go up to Folsom, 0.57. We come over here to Clear Lake, 0.15. We come over to Berryessa, about 0.3 of an inch. We come down here to Yosemite, possibly 1.69. Let's see if this is new snow, and it is. 13 inches in Yosemite Valley, a little bit of snow up here and a little bit of snow up here. So you can see that the snow's not near as intense as it once was. We go to the next 10 days and it grows a little bit, but not by a whole lot. 17 inches. We're getting out of the wet season. We're getting really close. GFS is calling for 10. The European's calling for 17 or so on the heavy side in the Sierra Mountain Range. And we go back to the rain accumulation and 1.86. And over here by Oroville, they're calling for almost 2 inches of precipitation. Now the GFS is calling for 1.26. Just to the east of that, 0.28. And up here they're calling for quite a bit more, over 2 inches. So this is what's going on out here. Let's roll out to the graphs and see what's going on there next. As we roll out to New Bullards Bar, you can see that the current water level is 1,928.76 feet, and that was Sunday, March 31st, 2024 at 6 p.m. The level is 26.24 feet below full pool of 1,955. Changes since yesterday. The lake is up 0.72 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, the lake is up 2.50 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 5.84 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is up 11.27 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is up 33.92 feet. Over the last year, the lake is up 8.15 feet. Your inflows are currently 2,421. They're retaining quite a bit of water. They're only allowing 47 CFS out currently. We go to the 3-year bar graph. 1,955 is your full pool. In 2022, the level was 1,896.43 feet. Last year, we were looking at 1,920.61 feet, and today we're looking at 1,928.76 feet. Percentage of capacities, 87.07%. So that's what we got going on there. Let's roll out to Berryessa next. As we roll out to Berryessa, the current water level is 439.84 feet, and that was Sunday, March 31st, 2024 at 6 p.m. The level is 0.16 feet below full pool of 440. Now, I did hear the glory hole was going over. I didn't get a chance to make a video on it. However, I have been extremely busy. It's planting season, so I'm trying to multitask as much as I can, and I'm keeping an eye on the eclipse. If you guys haven't noticed, that will go away though next week after the 8th, so I should have a little bit more time. Lake Berryessa is up 0.06 feet over the last 24 hours. It's also up over the last 7 days, 0.27 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 0.55 feet. Over the last 30 days, Lake Berryessa is up 3.43 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is up 16.97 feet. And over the last year, the lake is up 10.52 feet. Full pool is 440. In 2022, the level was 408.93 feet. Last year, we were looking at 429.32 feet, and today we're at 439.84 feet, and percentage of capacity is currently 96.67%. We are going all the way up to Lake Trinity next. As we roll out to Lake Trinity, the current water level is 2,337.97 feet, and that was Sunday, March 31st, 2024 at 6 p.m. The level is 32.03 feet, below full pool of 2,370, so we're only 32 feet away from the top. Lake Trinity is up 0.39 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, the lake is up 2.57 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 6.62 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is up 12.87 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is up 54.60 feet. And over the last year, we're up 92.99 feet. Your inflows are currently 2606 and your outflows are 0. As soon as the melt starts to happen, this lake should start to rise dramatically, I would imagine. Let's go to the 3-year bar graph. In the 3-year bar graph in 2022, the lake was at 2,231.89 feet. Last year, we're looking at 2,244.98 feet. Today, we're at 2,337.97 feet, and percentage of capacity is 79.96%. Let's roll over to Lake Shasta next. As we roll out to Lake Shasta, the current water levels 1,053.95 feet, and that was Sunday, March 31st, 2024 at 6 p.m. The level is 13.05 feet, below full pool of 1,067. Changes since yesterday, the lake is up 0.26 feet over the last 24 hours. The lake is up 4.34 feet over the last 7 days. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 9.35 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is up 15.76 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is up 32.38 feet. Over the last year, the lake is up 13.81 feet. Your inflows are 6,191 and your outflows are 713. Lake Shasta's 3-year bar graph, we're looking at 941.23 feet in 2022. Last year, we were looking at 1,040.14 feet, and today in 2024, we're looking at 1,053.95 feet. Percentage of capacity, we're at 91.97%. Let's roll down to Lake Folsom next. As we roll out to Lake Folsom, you can see that the current water level is 440.07 feet, and that was Sunday, March 31st, 2024 at 6 p.m. The level is 25.93 feet, below full pool of 466 feet. Changes since yesterday, the lake is up 1.35 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, the lake is up 3.85 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 6.53 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is up 11.35 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is up 4.51 feet. Over the last year, the lake is up 4.29 feet. Your inflows are currently 9,071. Your outflows are 2,076. Lake Folsom's 3-year bar graph in 2022, we're looking at 427.03 feet. Last year, we were looking at 435.78 feet, and today we're at 440.07 feet. Percentage of capacity, 72.36%. Down to the final stop tonight, Lake Oroville next. As we roll out to Lake Oroville, the current water level is 471.61 feet, and that was Sunday, March 31st, 2024 at 6 p.m. The level is 28.39 feet, below full pool of 900. Changes since yesterday, the lake is up 0.67 feet over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, the lake is up 2.97 feet. Over the last 14 days, the lake is up 7.31 feet. Over the last 30 days, the lake is up 11.06 feet. Over the last 6 months, the lake is up 38.56 feet. And over the last year, the lake is up 13.71 feet. Your inflows are currently 10,767 cubic feet per second, and your outflows are 4,892 cubic feet per second. 3-year bar graph, 750.37 feet in 2022. Last year, we're looking at 857.90 feet, and today we're at 871.61 feet. A lot higher, getting closer to that record. Will we break it? Time will tell. They do a pretty good job. I don't think they want to break it on purpose, but time will tell. If we get a massive rainstorm between now and then, it's possible, I suppose. Lake Oroville's percentage of capacity, we're at 87.88%. Let's look at the snow, and then we'll be out of here. We'll go there now. As we roll out to the snow water equivalent, we're looking at 119 for your April 1st average, which is tomorrow. So We are pretty close to average. We're at 118, and this was taken March 29th, so it was a couple days ago with a little bit more snow coming. We're at 102 for your April 1st average, which is tomorrow, 101. So this will all be changed tomorrow, I'm certain of it. 94% in the south, not good. We didn't get there this year. We're below average, but not by much. That's what the water equivalent says. Let's see what it is statewide. Statewide, however, we're at with 27.3 inches of water equivalent. We're looking at 105 for your April 1st date, 104 for this date, and that was before the storms came in over the weekend, so we'll see how much they have risen maybe on Wednesday or so. I still have to do a Lake Mead update in the Colorado River, so we'll be doing that before too much longer. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will see you on the next one. God bless.